Beginner's grow room. Got one viewing. Hey, that's cool. Right off the bat. Welcome, welcome. Still kind of getting things a little bit organized. I don't know about these lives. We'll see. We don't need that anymore. Cheers. Everything's kind of on cruise control around here, so this is really what I wanted to do, was just sesh and chat. See what's up, kind of talk anything cannabis that we can talk about. Turn that off. Always something in the grow room. How'd everybody's Christmas go? Late Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful time. We sure did. You guys don't forget, BGR dude gets $4.20 off on some sexy 420 socks. The Camaro number 3, yeah. Well, I have to move the phone around. I'll show you. This is her. She hasn't really started putting on. Well, it's starting just pre-flower right now. So I got high expectations of her, Don. Sure do. That sour Skittles, she's sure coming along. Thanks, Don. I'm trying to still work everything through the circle here, and I hope it all pans out. It all pans out in mine. I can see which ones come out, you know. Now, if they all play along, yeah, me too. The taste and the hop. I've never tried it. I've never seen it in a dispensary, honestly. 333 Genetics, by the way. That's where it came from. And I looked on their website. I saw it on there, man. It was a beauty. Frost Monster beauty. So yeah, I really got high expectations of her. That Sticky Cindy that I'm calling her, man, you know, I kind of made her a little hole of her own in the middle, and she was receiving enough light, got all the plants kind of cleared out around her, and now she's just like, get out of the way. She's monstrous. I would like to say more about her, man. I just, dadgummit. You hear things, and, you know, I don't know. I know it's uh, fantastic genetics. I do know that. Of course, they're on my head. Show my age here. And this, of course, is my purple crack. Latest harvest. Still a tad moist, but I'll just let it dry out naturally the rest of the way out. Let me get a bud cleaned up here for y'all. That thing about these glasses, I can't see here and there. These, I gotta get some bifocals. Eyes. You know, far away, they're fantastic. I can almost tell you what's going on in the next town over. But this up close, man, things get blurry. Thought Jay Rizzy would be on here. Jay Rizzy got some seeds. Sent him some seeds for Christmas. Some autoflowers. Get him going on some nice, tasty, fruitful, earthy, spicy, burnt rubber autoflowers from 233 genetics. I don't know how old audience I'm talking to. I'm a product of the 70s. Did my teenage years in the 80s. And where was I going with that? The way we talk about weed. Yeah, I hear you, Don. You got 10 on me. I have some music going. I always say that. These lives are interesting. I kind of like, I don't know. This is obviously more personal because of the chat that we can have, and you know, I don't know, it just makes me feel on the spot sometimes, you know. Leave in the comment, let me know what y'all think. I guess what I'm saying is it's hard to make content while going live. You may get asked a question and get thrown plumb off of what it is you're talking about. Hope y'all can see that. Let me know if you need more light. If I could hold steady, you could really see. But that's going down here in the personal jar that I didn't bring, of course. See, that's part of it too, man. Planning all this out. You think you can plan things out. It's easier to plan out when you're just coming in here and recording. So what are we going to talk about, guys? Soil, nutrients, light. I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none. I know a little bit about a lot. I don't really know a lot about anything. Always learning though. Excuse me. And what I do learn, you know, I try to obviously pass that on. I've said it before, you know, everybody learn from somebody to learn from somebody to learn from somebody. So, ain't none of us, you know, the end all be all of anything. But we sure have fun with it. And think that we are. This purple crack, yeah, I'm going to keep it around. That's going to be a challenge. Running these new strains, whether they're the 333 clones or the 420. While trying to preserve this one, keep it around. That'll be an interesting little challenge. LED lights. Yeah, I use LEDs, if that's what you're asking. I guess that's kind of obvious. The only thing I'm running that was purchased brand new is in the veg tent. And that's, I'm not sponsored by anybody on lights. God, I wish I was. Lights and tents, people. I've been hammering people. Vivo Sun, AC Infinity, Mars Hydro. I'm picking up, you know, whoever I can, but, you know, they're not just going to give me, they're not going to pimp my grow, you know. But that's a Seihan SH2000. It's got the supplemental UV on it. And this I found on Marketplace. It's a King Bright 650 in the flower light. It's actual 650 watts. I believe it was an Alibaba purchase, honestly. And the Seihan, you can get them. I can't say enough about them Seihans, man. They're a good light. Like 139 bucks on Amazon. And you know, I still don't know too much about UV. I was always kind of scared of it, man, getting on different groups and the bro science of, well, you run it for 10 minutes a day, but, you know, I mean, it started getting real technical, man, enough that it kind of scared me off of it. One day I turned it on and left it on, and holy cow, man, my veg tent never looked better, you know. Just lush, man, everything is just lush. About the best word I can think of to describe it. So I left it on, and you know, it's funny, because last week, for whatever reason, man, things crossed my mind, and I do it right then. For whatever reason, I decided to turn it off. And I accidentally left it off, and I went through one of them moments where you stand there looking at the tent, wondering, what's going on, man? What am I doing differently? What, you know what I mean? And then it dawned on me, man, it's that freaking UV, man. So I turned it back on. I wish I had UV. There is no blue in this grow light. Your reds, it's got your high whites, your medium white, it's got all that. And then far reds, far and deep reds. No blue though. But it's specifically a flower tent, you know. Kind of weird. I'm not really the spectrum guy that I wish I was. like listening to that Shane on Micro, but boy, he can sure get over my head real quick, you know. But he gives a lot of good info on lights and PPFD. You know, he tests everything. He's got the high-tech equipment to do the 4-inch grid and give you an accurate bar readout. Nutrients. I'll start it off. Let's talk about nutrients. Guys, for the most part, everything's Athena. Simple but effective, correct. Athena's what I've, if you see my batches back here aerating, that's Athena, Veg and Grow. And then the 333s, I'm still doing kosher. They're going through the kosher flour mix right now. But also got the Green Rush and Strive. That's part A and B on Strive to run. Hey Lori, how you doing, hey? Anybody got experience with either one of them? Green Rush or Strive? Or recommend one? I've seen Green Rush around a lot. On these, clear off a little space here. On these fast buds, let me grab them right quick. Oh, need more room. Super excited about these guys. Gals, I should say. Fast bud, fast flowering, photo periods. Gorilla Cookies, GG4 sherbet, and orange sherbet. And really excited to add them to the lineup. Kind of hoping one takes over my purple crack, you know, and becomes the one. I'll always keep the purple crack around, man, but after about 6 months of smoking it, I'm ready for some Chimera 3 and some Sour Skittles and everything else I got going in here to add a little bit of variety. Oh goodness. Alright. Time for me to get back to the job. Trimming, which brings me to another point. Dadgummit, I took that stalk out already. I wanted to keep it and show y'all because I did not go so hard on trimming these like I normally do. Well, here. Well, where did it go? I had a good example here, I thought. So I did not go as hard. Okay, so here's a little example. Why did I let that branch live? Honestly. By the time you get the fan leaves peeled back from that, There's your little bud right there that's still drying. You know, and it's just, so that's why I go so hardcore on trimming, man, is trying to divert that energy into coals. I was telling my wife last night, we were talking about this, and y'all let me know what y'all think. But if you've ever truly mainlined, this is just my opinion, man, but I think that right there is your strongest, most terpene, most terped out weed you're going to get. I mean, you're going to get A. colas if you do a true mainline. So make the most of it, you know, and that's what it's all about, is redirecting instead of top, you know, all over the plant. It just goes into 8 main colas, hence the main line. I wish I had more room for it. Lori has seen it. I have posted pictures on Facebook of a little album I put together, mainlining, back a couple years ago. I wish I could upload that onto a video. I'm sure somebody smart could do that. And it's right there in my Google Drive. You know, I don't even know what a Google Drive is. My phone has one. I'm just kidding. So, getting kind of boring on here, guys. Nothing to talk about. What are y'all growing? There, let's talk about that. Surely some sticky icky. Guys, I'm just going to sit here, continue my time in trim prison. The reason I don't grow all that large, Lori, if you're still watching, that I'm not saying you, honey, I'm not saying that, I'm just, you've heard me say it before in the Facebook groups. Where I'll just comment to somebody about maybe some trimming that I would do if it were mine. That's always my opinion. If it were mine, if it were in my garden, this is what I would do. Been watching a lot of Bob Ross lately. It's your world, guys. You know, here it's your garden. Love that man. Hate that he passed away. No one lives forever, but still, you know. Bam. She has really turned out to be a keeper, man. You know, clones that I pass out if and when, I'm sorry, I haven't sent any yet. But guys, man, this purple crack, anybody can grow this plant, man. If you just go back just over the last few videos and see the root ball, and then after Thanksgiving, how that root ball had turned into, you know, it had grown 3 nodes and 6 inches. since before Thanksgiving and after. Man, you could cut off a branch and stick it in a cotton ball. I swear, man, it wants to grow. You give it light and food, man, and that's what I love about her. I've grown enough of it that I got the canopy height down. I know how big of a plant she's going to be, especially since everything's... Oh, y'all can't see that bud, can you? But yeah, man, she would be one I would want. But I have not harvested out some of these, so I can tell you right now, not everything clones easy. You know. Just great candy in here. To be honest with you, it did not mind growing roots. It started rooting for me. It did not like going into soils. Did not like the transplant. I have some Acapulco Gold going over there in the veg tent. Ooh, it does not like to clone. Not for me. And I think I'm pretty okay at it. Cookies Coop, good afternoon. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Kind of boring. Sitting here in trim jail. My wife was doing it. She really genuinely loves trimming weed. Trust me. Those buds that I showed, she's going to go back over them. You know, quality control. So why don't I just knock the tops off then? Let her do the rest, right? Now that's good, because I don't really much care for it. Trimming. So I do prefer hand trimming, though, of course, to a machine, compared to a machine. I want to give up as minimal amount as possible. And I have seen how much trim gets used in other stuff, you know. At a commercial level, there's a lot of trim. There's a lot of bud that goes kind of not all trimmers, but really cookies cook up to 2 weeks. Wow. In one of those I forget what they call them, little aero, is it aeroponic? And I want to go on record, man, and I'm going to say, okay, the crackpot idea about turning them freaking root riot cubes upside down, it works, guys. It straight up works. I wish I could find a dry one here. You know, they're obviously shaped to fit inside. And if you got water in the bottom of your tray, they're going to soak up, you know. And turning them over upside down, putting your clone in and then dropping it, but it won't go all the way down, right? There's going to be that little lock, vapor lock area there. Dadgummit, that's enough to keep it moist. Here. Let's just have a look-see here. See what I mean? It makes them roots want that water that's down there. Huge, huge, giant roots, man. Look here, man. Roots coincide roots. So, now you know. Now we know, right? And everybody learns from somebody to learn from somebody. It works, guys. No doubt about it. I was told roots in 5 days. I did not get roots in 5 days, but I did get them in about 7. And when I got them, as you can see. I need to do something with them. Don't know what to do. I don't need them. On the upside down, yeah. You know, I had somebody telling me that for about the last year. And I just said, yeah, okay. I'll do that. I did not do that. Of course, I saw a YouTube video where some guy done it, and I decided to try it. I did not have anything to lose, guys. So, it was strictly a test, a successful test, that has given me clones I don't even know what to do with. I got cuts of them going in the veg tent. Overclone, I know, right? Oh, goodness. So, I don't know, guys. I think I'm gonna move on about things. It is safer for sure. That's my whole thing. I can count on them, you know, especially my purple cracks. You know, it seems like every strain is a learning process. But when you got something like that one that just wants to grow so bad, yeah, man, it's, you know, a blind person could clone that purple crack. But anyways, guys, on that note, I think I'm gonna bounce off here. I got to get to feed, and I need to turn the air pump back on. That thing is louder than it sounds. I come in here, I spend hours a day in here. You too, Cookies. Take care, man. I don't realize how loud that thing is until I try recording. I need to get things turned back on, get nutrients aerating, get some plants taken care of, and leave the trimming to my wife that loves to do it. So on that note, peace out, guys. Happy growing. Check you later.